Hello crafters, this is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and yes, I'm driving. I am here with more steals and deals at Spellbinders. So there is an additional 20% off clearance, which I was surprised to see. I'm running some errands right now. As soon as I get home, I'm going to film it, edit the video, and upload it. Definitely check out this sale. This sale is different than the current steals and deals. Both of them are running at the same time. You can shop both of them at the same time as well, so there's no issue with that. Just double check your cart before you check out, just to make sure you're getting everything you want. With this clearance, hold on a second, I'm parking. All right, let me get a good parking space. All righty. Okay. So with this clearance sale, there is an additional 20% off applied to all the items. I will be putting a general link, and then I'll also be putting categories because there's some BetterPress, there's some embossing folders, all sorts of things. There's even pattern paper in this sale as well, so you might want to check that out. I see some Doodlebug in there. I see some Doodlebug scrapbooking albums. That's interesting. So I'll even put a link for just Doodlebug. I also see some Hero Arts. Now, there are some things in this sale that are on the way out. And you know I love to stress that this is a time to get it when it's on the way out. Why? Because it's the best price you're going to get. The worst thing is that after it's retired and sold out and you can't get it anymore, that you go get it third party and you're paying either full price or twice the price for something that you were watching and waiting. So I always like to give you hints on certain items, okay? A lot of the Kit Club items, those are the ones that will retire quicker than most other items. But then again, how many collections does Spellbinders have each month, and how much can they store in their warehouse? So if you see something clearance with an additional 20, this is definitely the time, okay? Let me go ahead and link the current sale here. There are timestamps in that one. And also in that sale, you'll see all the Platinum 6 deals. In this sale, I'm not going to put the Platinum 6 deals, but there are timestamps, so you can go straight to that if you want to see what they are. If you're in the market for a new machine, I will also be putting timestamps in this video. Before you go into it, though, check your wish list, check your rewards. Remember, you get free shipping at $125, so you can combine both sales. Have fun. Alrighty, crafters, let's get into this video. Let's get started. Okay, crafters, one more thing before I go deep into this sale, because this is a really interesting one. In the first video, which I already linked and has timestamps and everything, none of those products are in this current sale, the clearance sale. So it's two completely different sales. As a matter of fact, a lot of the items in this sale can be used all year round, like all occasion. Previous sale is more end of season, but still fabulous deals and all sorts of goodies in there as well. This one now is clearance. Some of it is on the way out. And a lot of it can apply to birthday cards, etc., which is all year round. So 2 thumbs up for that. The extra 20% off the clearance items will automatically apply to your cart. If the additional 20% off clearance does not apply to your cart, use the code ClearanceFlash. For the previous sale, if the 50% off does not apply, then use the code SeasonsEnd, and you can put both of them together before you check out, okay? You get free shipping at $125, which I said that already. And also, my dog is in here, so I'm babysitting her. If you hear noises, that's just her. I'm going to push through it because she's having a moment. She wants to be in my lap, but she can't be in my lap because I have my 2 hands here. All right, let's get into this sale with all this clearance goodies. First up, let's start off with a steal on a die bundle. This one is called the Crafty Babe Die Bundle. It includes just 2 dies, Crafty Tools die and Labels and Icon dies. This is now $15.62 from $47.98. I already included the additional 20% off on all the prices I'm going to give you, okay? So that's how much it costs for these 2 fun die sets. For Crafty Tool, you're seeing it here. It has washi, a paintbrush, glue bottle, scissors. Over here, Labels and Icon. There's one of the labels right there. So fun. And here's also a 12 by 12 layout, so you can use it on layouts. We always like to do the themed crops here in South Florida. Isn't that fun? See the washi, see the glue. And then this is the Crafty Babes collection, which is still available too. It's from Simple Stories. These are puffy stickers and ephemera, all sorts of goodies, okay? So these are 2 fun die sets, and at $15.62, steal. Now, if you only want one, Crafty Tools by itself, $8.08 from $24.99. And Labels and Icon, $7.53 from $22.99. So you can buy them individually if you only want this one, etc. Okay? Up next, here's an unexpected one I see in clearance, going on super clearance. So this is a steal. I think she's on the way out. She's not as popular as her sister die. So this is Sunset in a Glass, $7.18 from $27.99. You get this fabulous glass and the whole sunset scene in there. That's the sunset scene, but these are just layers that you could have any colorway you want to make tropical drinks. It doesn't have to be tropical either. Straw, the little mixing stir spoon, stick. This is the sister that's not on sale, Olive Martini. Okay? These do go on sale from time to time, but this one seems to be going in the clearance now. And then there's also Love on the Rocks. All right, let me show you my examples of Sunset in a Glass. Here it is as intended from the first weekender. You see the fun? Look at that. 2 of them together on an A2 card. Fabulous. Here it is Halloween with a Halloween add-on. So like I said, it doesn't always have to be a tropical drink. This is my South Beach card. And here are 2 cards with a martini. And this is a card with Love on the Rocks. So you can have fun with all 3 sets. If you want to create a nice little gift for a crafter, this would be nice to put in there as a die set for a crafty friend and then make a card with it. So it's $7.18. That is a steal, crafters. Love Sunset in a Glass. I love all 3. Tori's being such a good girl right now. I'm so shocked. Up next, crafters, this is from Simon Sky's The Limit collection. Some of it is on sale. So next to the first die I'm going to show you, I'm going to put /collection. You can check the collection. A lot of it is on sale. Super clearance too, okay? This is the Up and Away die, $7.71 from $21.99. This is Fly a Kite die, $10.86 from $29.99. This is a large die set. Let me show you some examples for the Up and Away. So love this card because this is my daughter Gina, that's my son Donovan. So these are the 2 of them here, boy and girl, and there is a diagram for this. Go on the product page, scroll through all the pictures. Near the end you'll see the diagram. Just take a screenshot, print it out, or just work from the screenshot, and you'll have all the details of how to put this together. There is also a diagram for the Fly the Kite. Fly the Kite is over here, right there, and there's different styles of kites, and this little kite is in this one. Isn't that fun? This is also great for those summer cards, spring. You can use that with your grandkids or your own kids, etc. Okay? Up next is this huge bundle. And I have most of the bundle packed away because it's an older set that was retired. But clearly, Spellbinders still has some of the huge bundle. I'm showing you the graphic here. This is called the Birthday Celebrations Bundle. $127.42 from $316.60. This will include 11 dies, 2 embossing folders, 4 stamp sets, and 1 stencil. That's a ginormous set for birthday fun. Birthday fun is timeless too. But I do have cards that I can show you that I found. Thank goodness. So the birthday cake, this is a topsy-turvy cake. Look at that fun birthday card. This is the party animal die. That will also be one of the 11. So this die set, and that's the balloons too. So there is a balloon set in there which has all these layering bits in it as well. Dinosaur is something different. This is from the Monster Birthday collection. But you can mix, match, and play some of these base layers. So for $127.42 for all of that, you can go on the product page, read everything, look at all the examples and see. But you can make fun cards like this and have the balloons and then anything down here. There's lots of fun cuties at Spellbinders, okay? Definitely check that out. Up next, crafters, speaking of birthday, a lot of the bougie birthday collection is on sale. So beside the first item, which is the ganache gâteau, I'll have /COLL. Ganache Gâteau is $10.23 from $29.99. Classy Numbers, $8.34 from $23.99. Birthday Cheers Die, which is a sentiment die set, $9.50 from $27.99. And I believe Fabulous Birthday is the same thing as well. This is a timeless birthday collection as well. Can you mix it with the birthday celebrations that I just showed you? Oh yeah, why not? Ganache Gâteau will give you a very tall birthday cake. To shorten it to fit on an A2, all you have to do is just crop right here. Make the cake shorter, okay? But I kept mine on a 5x7. Then you get the wonderful drip with extra drips. And then you get this lovely frosting, macarons. And then you also get this detail, which can be like, garland and birthday fun. Here's another card. This released around the time of my birthday last year. So I have a purple birthday cake because purple is my favorite color. I'm not 50. I'm over 50 actually. But anyway, let's not talk anymore about that because my birthday is coming up soon too. Here I have Classy Numbers. I put a bunch of flowers on it and all this fun. So you can incorporate all of this. And for this card, Cheers to You is here. And up here, I have my cupcakes from my birthday wreath add-on. This is also on sale, 50% off. I'll put the rate here on the screen. So this set has party hat, cupcake, present. I could have done presents in here or just a stack of party hats, but I did a stack of cupcakes. There's balloons as well. And happy birthday with the shadow. So my beautiful wreath collection is also on sale, but in the other sale, which is still currently going on now. But this is a mix of both bougie birthday with the sentiments and my cupcakes. 2 thumbs up. Could I use my cupcakes now also with the birthday celebrations bundle and also bring this in? Of course, have fun, mix, match, play. There's even embossing folders in that birthday celebrations bundle too. Thumbs way up for that. The sentiments read, Cheers to You, happy birthday wishes. Fabulous Birthday has Bougie Babe, Classy and Sassy, Flirty and Fabulous, okay? And you get the and up there. Isn't that fun? Thumbs up. Up next is a steal. This is the Monster Love Pop die set. This is a large die of the month. This is $7.70 from $40. This is a Valentine's set. Make some cards for Valentine's. I think it would arrive in time for Valentine's. Look at the cutie here. So you get this monster and then also this one. Love this. You can use this for boys' cards too if you just change the color of the monster. Super duper fun. There is a 3D box that you can make with this, and I think Spellbinders also had a tutorial on their YouTube channel, okay? I didn't make the box. I just made cards, but fun anyway if you want to do the 3D effect, okay? This is a fun winner. With that arm up, could you take the birthday celebrations balloons, have the same strings with this cutie? Yes, with that cutie as well. Thumbs up. See how I'm doing the whole birthday thing together? Yeah. Mix, match, play. Seriously. Up next is the Blooming Pomegranate die. This is a large die of the month. This is a steal. $7.48 from $40. This one I cannot find the die as intended because I started packing up cards and I hate when I start packing up cards. That's usually when I need the card. I have no idea where it's at. Yes, I'm still working on the craft room. This is one of the things I packed up because I said this was on the way out. It retired, so they must have found another box of it or something. So now, this is now back at $7.48, but this is on the way out, okay, from $40. You get the foliage base, you get the pomegranates, you get all these little flowers and buds. I'm showing you the graphic here of what it's supposed to look like. Here it is deconstructed. Using this foliage base, then using these little dots to put flowers on. Look how pretty this card is with the retired Kaleidoscope Peacock die set. But still, fabulous set if you want something beautiful like this. Love. Speaking of peacocks, here's another steal. This is the Glorious Peacock die set. This is $5.96 from $29.99. Look at this beautiful die set. There's also a BetterPress set with it, $4.84 from $24.99. This is what it looks like on a 5x7 card. Look how beautiful that is. You can crop it down if you want to fit it on an A2. Look how it layers up. So super pretty. Here is an example of the BetterPress with the peacock feathers. I just can't find a plate because I packed it up. These are definitely on the way out. There is a butterfly peacock to this. I don't see that one, so I believe that one is fully retired. This still have a few left, and at $5.96 from $29.99, definitely on the way out, okay? Love. This is a fabulous set to make elegant cards, right? If you're giving cards to a fellow crafter, these are the kind of die sets you want to use, okay? Something that will make them go, well, because they can see that you put the time and effort. As fellow crafters, we love the time and effort. We look for all of that, right? It is true, though. I'm not making that up. If they can figure out that card in 2 seconds, they're like, oh, okay, thanks, nice. They'll be like, oh, she didn't put that much effort into it. I'm telling you, I've been doing this for a long time now, long enough that I can tell you that when crafters give you something and, you know, from one crafter to another and they give you something, they just put those little extras. It's like, oh, yeah, love it. Then they'll start looking at the card to inspect how you did all the layers. Yeah, it's a whole thing, especially if you go to crops. All right, next. This is from Nicole's Needlework collection. A lot of it is on sale as well. So beside this die set, I'm going to put COLL. Gathering Stitches. This is the starting set. Gathering Stitches is $8.06 from $29.99. Wow. For a large die set with an embroidery hoop. And you can stay right here because you get the top for the hoop, you get flowers, you get a rainbow for it, you get little foliage detail, all sorts of fun with this little beauty right here. Follow the packaging for inspiration, but of course I'm going to be showing you a lot of it because it was part of the first Weekender, and then I made a bunch of cards with it. Then I made a bunch of cards when I came back from the Weekender, so I have lots of examples to show you. There is also faux embroidery spruce with the little Christmas tree. This is super fun, can work on its own or within here. Fabulous. This is $7.06 from $20.99. Comes with ornaments and little lights. Really, really fun set. Then there is the faux embroidered stockings. This one is $5.74 from $16.99. Love that. Here is the die set as intended with flowers and the rainbow and the hoop. So fun. So you can work with it right here and then just put a sentiment there and you are done. BetterPress sentiment, glimmer, stamp a sentiment, fussy cut it, and you are done. Love that. Here is the version from the Weekender. This is an optional die set. This is an add-on with the tools, but fun. Not in the sale though. I didn't see it. But you can still do the rainbow and the flowers. Mix, match, play. Love that. And I love that it's a stitching card with no stitching. And I love stitch cards because these give like that warm hug feeling without being so direct. So this is another fun one to give a fellow crafter as a card. Here's another version of it using the embroidery hoop, some of the tools, but then the flowers are different. Thumbs up. Look in the background here because in the last video, I mentioned it a lot. Perfect Touch Rectangles is a steal right now. So I'll put it right underneath this one, okay? Like underneath this whole set of dies. I'll put Perfect Touch Rectangles because it's a great foundation die. Here it is with the hoop. I think it looks fabulous with the hoop. Love that. Here is another version with the stockings. So we have Gathering Stitches and the stockings and postage edge rectangles, but I could have also still used Perfect Touch Rectangles with this. I love it with a foundation die. I think that just finished out the whole story. For the embroidered spruce, I have a few of these. Look at that. This is fun too. This is a spruce by itself. Here it is on a masculine card. Have fun with that little tree. So pretty. And then you can just change it up by changing the ornaments and make it more feminine, make it neutral, make it masculine. Fun, fun, fun. Up next, here is a foundation die that is on the way out. I was so shocked to see it because I don't like when foundation dies get retired because I just love using all of them. But this one is obviously on the way out. It's coming in at $9.48 from $27.99. This is 14 dies. Largest die is 3 3/4 of an inch wide, 5.5 inch tall. Okay. Then it comes in 13 more times. Fabulous set. You just saw it back here as a foundation die, just to offer a break from that background. But I did tone on tone. Here is another example of it right there to break from that background. Here's another example of it. And I love it on a 5x7, right? With that height. But you can still work it on an A2. And here it is with my Christmas wreath add-on. Also on sale, because I have to talk about my own die set when it's 50% off. Christmas wreath add-on. Look at that. So here is the background with the embossing folder. There it is. And then I built the wreath on top of it. Here I have my snowman, Christmas tree, poinsettia, snowflakes, and then Season's Greetings is here. In the background, that's Build a Wreath. I don't believe that's on sale, but there's a bow and an ornament. Fun, 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 fun. Now I'm going to go into a sidebar with this because there's another goodie that goes with this. That's on super clearance. Oh, one more card to show you. Look at this fun one. So I love to use it to quiet that background from this focal point. So you see I'm doing the tone on tone again. Love that. And then I have the books and the sentiments. So you see this first, then you go out to here. Okay? Especially when the embossing folder gets a little bit more detailed or this gets busy. It's still there to neutralize everything. Okay? Love that. All right. Now let's get into the super steal with what goes along with this. Sidebar time. So for the sidebar, a lot of the shaker domes are on super sale. They're coming in at $1.62 from $7.99 in this sale. The only one I don't see is Stylish Oval. And all of these coordinate with a foundation die. So Stylish Oval will go with the Stylish Ovals die, not in the sale. But these four are. So Hexy Gem goes with Hexy Gem. There is Fresh Picked. I'll show you a card in a second. Arched. This will go with Essential Arches die, not Make-A-Wish nor Perfect Touch Arches. It only really goes along with Essential Arches because of all the layers and the size of what this is, okay? And Emerald Cut. This goes with the Emerald Cut dies. So here's an example of Essential Hexy Gems. Look at this little cutie that can be holding a birthday balloon as well, the little Yeti. Why not? Winter Yeti, winter birthday card. Here is the arch for like essential arches, and these are all shaker fun. So when you want to make birthday cards, again, this can work with a lot of your birthday cards with birthday celebration and all the birthday cards I just showed you. Here it is, Emerald Cut. This one is a Halloween card. And lastly, this one is with Fresh Picked on a floral card. So here is a beautiful embossing folder on the outside, and then inside I have the flowers to match. Isn't that fun? Love that. Mix, match, play, have fun. Look at all the variety here. We have Christmas, Halloween, happy retirement. This could be birthday all year round. This cutie can also be for kids cards. Listen to that shaky shake. So definitely check out those shaker domes, especially if you have these foundation dies. They seem to be going on the way out. This is even cheaper than the last time I talked about it. $1.62. Thumbs up. Winners. Up next, crafters, this is from BB's Cats and Pugs collection. The pugs aren't on sale, but this is. This is the big cat die set. This is a huge die set. $15.50 from $42.99. And then there is the big cat accessories. $6.43 from $23.99. Thumbs up for a steal on both of them. This is so much fun with the cat. And then look at the accessories. Look at this fun card. I could take out the little Christmas tree and just have a birthday card here. And look at that. It does fit on an A2 and it will also work on a 5x7. Here is a card with the pugs, okay? So the big cat is on sale. $15.50 from $42.99. Wow. Cute, cute, cute. Love that. Up next, I love to talk about this summer fun, even though it's not right now and we haven't even gone into Valentine's, Easter, St. Patty's Day. You'll soon be making cards like this. This is great to make for cards for those young at heart or for kids. Summertime Wade Pool die. This is a steal. $4.84 from $27. You can make a hippo here or have this cutie ice cream cone with a floaty. The floaty can either have a turtle or a duck. Here I have the duck, okay? Super, super fun, interactive die set. The interaction is right here in the middle. See, I have it here. Love that. So at $4.84, this is a fun one. You never know when you're going to need it to just make fun birthday cards. This is also a great one. Like if I was going to a summer crop, I would make this for crafters. Because you see, once you have this interactive detail, then that's where they go, oh, I'm telling you, we love the O in crafting. Folks in general love interaction or shakers where they can, shake and have that fun. Love that. Also on sale is the stitched ice cream die set. Can't find the die set. It is $5.74 from $35. This is a die set that right down here, this could be texture so you don't have to stitch. And all these ice cream cones, you don't have to stitch either. This is another fun one for summer. $5.74. This is on the way out, okay? From $35. So that's a steal as well. Love this set. And lastly, for dies, this is the one on sale. This is not on sale. This is called Stitched Punctuation and Symbols die. This is $5.38 from $26.99. Why am I showing you both of them? Let's say in a previous Steals and Deals video, I showed you this and you only got this, but you didn't get this one. Now at $5.38, yes, you can add this set to this and complete the whole thing. because this you will use. You might look at it and go, no, I won't. Here is a Sweet 16 card where I'm only using the numbers. I could also put the punctuation, but I have 2 more cards where I am using the punctuation. Here I have high with the exclamation point. Here I have that apostrophe for 1998. Isn't that fun? Love, love, love. This might be retired. For $5, this is definitely worth completing the set, and you can choose to stitch or not. If you look at this, I did no stitching here. I just put gems in the center. You don't even have to include the gems and it can still work out. And this is a great way to practice stitching when they're this small. When you're starting out stitching on paper, I have a tutorial. I'll link it here so you can see my step-by-step tutorial. This is a great set for that. So I think this is a winner, and I love the @ symbol. And here's the hashtag. Fun, fun, fun. $5.38. Okay, crafters, now we're into BetterPress. First up, Paul Antonio goodies. These are a steal on your wedding day bundle, which includes 4 BetterPress sentiments, large sentiments. The sentiments read, sending love always and forever on your wedding day to the lovely couple. The bundle, which will be all 4 of them, $20.74 from $61.54. Wow, that's a super steal. Individually, though, you can also get them. Sending love is coming in at $2.94 from $11.99. To the lovely couple is coming in at $5.56 from $16.99, okay? So you can go whichever way you want. You can press or glimmer these sentiments, okay? On your wedding day, look at that. So perfect. If you have a wedding to prepare for, you can also make a bunch of cards with this. Very easy to work with, okay? Even glimmering. Here is always and forever pressed out. Look how pretty that is. Here is to the lovely couple. That's glimmered. And here is sending love pressed out. I love to incorporate dies with this to finish it. Look at that. Love. As you can see, I love Paul Antonio's handwritten calligraphy. I didn't have to make an example for all 4, but I certainly did because I find these fun, elegant, and stunning. Love, 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 love. Up next, look at this beauty. I always talk about this, and again, it's a super steal. This is Bestie Sentiments Press Plate and Die. If you have a new BetterPress and you don't own this, get this sentiment set because you use it from time to time. This is coming in at $5.14 from $29.99. Look at all the fabulous sentiments. This one I've used over and over again. With this BetterPress, you can press or glimmer, die cut once, and then you get a whole series of sentiments. This one presses so fabulously. When you first turn on your machine and it's heating up, that's the best time to run sentiments. Those will always glimmer with no problems, okay? That's why I always like to do sentiments first. I have bins of sentiments that are BetterPress. And then when my machine is ready, then I start to do backgrounds when it's nice and hot. But I love to do sentiments in the beginning of turning on my glimmer with BetterPress or a glimmer hot foil plate. Here it is as intended, glimmered. This is from the Beads of Friendship collection, which I believe all retired except for this beauty here. On the way out, though, I'm telling you. And then here is Tied to You with a Smile, also glimmered. Love that. Here it is on this card, completely different from the whole friendship thing. You are the one I believe in. Here is the sentiment, dance like no one is watching. This is with my garden wreath add-on. I will put links below for my beautiful resets that are in the other sale. It's so strange to talk about 2 sales at once, but I'll put links for these as well, okay? So here I have the flowers creating a wreath, and you get lots of flowers, and you can build this from these sets right here. So underneath here, I do have this, and I have it on top of a foundation die, but you don't have to have the foundation die. But look at the sentiment right there. Because I have the embossing folder in the back, here is just nice and quiet. You really see that sentiment popping up, and I do have it glimmered here. Dance like no one is watching, and then all the fun flowers. Love that. Here's another card with Vivid Blooms Florals. The floral die set is not on sale, but look how you get so many sentiments that can go just beyond everything, you know, like live in the moment. And then on the inside, wishing you a wonderful day, happy birthday. You can write anything on the inside, but so fun. So going beyond Beads of Friendship over here, we have all of this going on too, and I've used it many times. These Bestie Sentiments, Press Plate and Die. Winner coming in at $5.14, and this beauty on sale. And lastly, in BetterPress, talking about Vivid Blooms. This is from the Vivid Expressions collection. This is on the way out. Press lace border is coming in at $4.38 from $23.99. This is a fabulous BetterPress set. Great to dial up the elegance quickly, especially if you're pressing it. Very easy to work with. So here is a second version. This is a brand new one of the magnetic chase. Just line it up here and you'll get the placement correct for it. There's also a matching die for this as well, but I love this pressed out. I haven't even tried it glimmered yet. It's so pretty. This is a fabulous one. I think that's a big, huge steal. If you have a BetterPress or glimmer, I love all three styles, but my favorite is this one. And then there are coordinating dies for it. First example, look at it here with vivid blooms. Love. And I actually pressed this twice using my magnetic chase. And it's straight, isn't it? To really make sure that is straight, I'm using precision layering, not on sale though. Precision layering A2 sets A and B, not in this sale. But that's what I'm using here also to get my image straight in terms of my panel. And then here I use two of them together, pressed up here, ink it up, put it on the magnetic chase and press down here and then cut it out with precision layering. Thumbs way up, straight, straight. Love that. Here it is more fun and playful with Mickey and Minnie. Love that as well. These cuties are on sale. Not the Steamboat Willie, not Mickey and Minnie die, but the accessories that you see here. That's on sale as well. Okay, crafters, one more thing before I go. This is a supply. The Storytelling Adventure Pack is coming in at $8.39 from $14.99. This is the only cardstock I see in this sale. There's also another cardstock set in the previous sale. I'll put a link right below this one for that one. This is your steal though, because this is now 12 by 12. In the previous sale, well, that's a steal as well. That's 8.5 by 11, but that's color wheel cardstock. This is Spellbinders older essential cardstock, 12 by 12 inch. Yes, you can use it in your Cricut machine as well, along with die cutting and such. So if you want to save this for your electronic die cut machine at 12 by 12, that's a good idea as well, because it's premium cardstock. You're going to get 10 sheets. You're getting Dahlia, Indigo, Tuscan, Portobello, Tangerine I don't have, which is a bright orange. I have the Persimmon, so I don't have the bright orange. So there's one missing. Teal Topaz, Partly Cloudy, Pink Sand, Poppy Field, and Alabaster. You can cut this down to 8.5 by 11, use the pieces for scraps, and then use those on dies. Maybe you'll get garden wreath add-on, and then you can use the scraps to make flowers like this. Thumbs up for that. Remember, this is Spellbinders older essential cardstock, just as fabulous as their brand new color wheel cardstock. I'll link my color wheel cardstock video here if you haven't seen that one. That one will have all 48 colors. If you do get one of those new Platinum 6 in the deals, there is one sheet each of 12 by 12 of color wheel cardstock, and then you can compare them. So I have a lot of essential cardstock, except for Tangerine, I know. Alrighty, crafters. Thanks so much for watching. Everything will be detailed and linked below. Remember to check your rewards. Remember, rewards at Spellbinders equals cash. Check your wish list. See if anything in this clearance sale is on your wish list. This is the time to get it. A lot of it will retire, so just get it sooner than later, okay? Because you really don't want to buy that third party. And also, you get free shipping at $125. Remember, use the code ClearanceFlash if it doesn't automatically apply to your cart. And also, use the code SeasonsEnd for the other items from the previous sale. So definitely check out the first video and check out this video, vice versa, okay? Can't believe the Spellbinders has 2 sales. Did I see that coming? Absolutely not. But hey, there are lots of goodies in this sale as well. Okay, crafters, so if you lasted this long, thanks for watching this video. As you can see, it is a sunny day in South Florida. I hope wherever you're at that you are safe and toasty indoors, because I know the weather has been bad. So I just wanted to say thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoy the sale and keep warm, toasty, and safe. Until the next video, crafters, enjoy all the goodies from both sales. Stay crafty, my friends.